What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Unhinged Live. As usual, I'm your host, Patrick Hensey, joined tonight by myself for the Yankees postgame. Beautiful game against the Orioles. Great way to start off the series. 5-4 victory thanks to Gio Urshela. I mean, what a great performance by him. Going into this game, we didn't even know what his future was going to be, right? As far as like his, near future, as far as his injury concerns. But looks like he's as healthy as ever. But listen, shout out to everybody in the chat. Let's take attendance/roll call. You guys know the deal. Shout out to Ranting Baseball friends, Matt. We got Yoelvis, Joseph, Lori, Ed. We got Catherine, Evan, Damian, Shabuzi, Justin King, Vincent, Ruben, Yankee fan for life, Ryan. Who else we got? We got Liam, Joe, Leanna. Hope everyone enjoyed the game this evening. I'm not gonna lie. There was a part in the game when we were losing 2-4, and I was kind of like, damn. Like, the Yankees might actually lose Game 1 to the Orioles, and could you imagine? Can you imagine if they would have lost Game 1? Would have been absolutely brutal. Kluber didn't have his best stuff, but let's get into the box score. There we go. So, the Yankees did pull out that 3-run 7th inning, thanks to Gio Urshela, kind of gave them the victory for tonight. But kind of going up and down the box score, DJ LeMahieu looked like he started to come alive a little bit tonight, 2 for 4. Boosted his average up to 271 on the season. Luke Voit, 0 for 4 tonight. I'm still not too concerned about him. We kind of brought this up when he first came back, right? I said, don't be too concerned if Luke Voit isn't on fire when he first returns. I mean, it's going to take time for him to kind of just get acclimated back to Major League pitching, I guess. We saw him rake in AAA, but it's going to take some time for him to kind of get back together. You know what I mean? Judge, though. Bro, Aaron Judge. Like, talk about a 180. We're talking about a dude who last week looked like one of the worst hitters in Major League Baseball. And I told you guys this going into the pregame. I said Aaron Judge is the guy to watch tonight. I know it's kind of an easy bet, Judge is going to do well. But 2 home runs, both solo shots, and a walk tonight. Judge is just still kind of proving why he deserves to be in the MVP conversation every single season. He rebounded so well from that rough start. So shout out to him. It's not an easy thing to do. I think he had like 10 strikeouts in the span of a couple games, so there's that. But Gary Sanchez, 0 for 4. I kind of picked Gary as a player to watch tonight too. Clearly that didn't work out too well. But Clint, 1 for 4. He had a solid single. Brutal base running mistake. There's no defending that. Gardner hit I guess it was kind of like a looping fly ball to left center field. Clint did not run. He kind of just stayed at first base and then got himself thrown out on the force. That sucks, but it is what it is. This team just can't run the bases, so it's whatever. But speaking of Gardner, he went 0 for 4. The battle between Clint Frazier and Brett Gardner is like a battle between who sucks more. Like, both of these guys have just been so bad this season. It's like neither one of them can kind of take the left field spot for themselves. If Gardner was on fire right now, we'd see a lot less of Clint, and the same as far as if Clint was on fire, right? But both of them have been god-awful, so there's nothing you can really do. But Andujar, 1 for 4. He put up kind of good at-bats tonight, got his first hit of the season as well. So shout out to him for that. Kalagashioka, just continuing not to hit, I guess, right? I mean, Kalagashioka was really good to start the season with the bat, and he's kind of fallen off a little bit, got into a cold streak. But I think the key with him isn't necessarily his bat. He's not in the Yankees lineup because of his bat. He's in the lineup because he works well with the pitchers. And I know he didn't really work that well with Kluber tonight. Kluber did have a little bit of a shaky outing, but I still think he provides a more comfortable atmosphere, I guess. But Tyler Wade, 0 for 2. Shocker. I'm shocked. Tyler Wade didn't hit? No way. But listen, he did only get 2 at-bats because in the top of the 7th, Gio Urshela comes in a pinch hit, and what does he do? Was it crushed? We'll say it's crushed. He crushes a 3-run jack after a beautiful at-bat. Perfect at-bat. Fouled off so many really good pitches. Crushed a 3-run shot to right center field. Gave the Yankees the lead. They never looked back from there. Let's kind of bring up the pitching performances from this evening. Kluber, like I said, didn't really have his best stuff tonight, but he still kind of worked through it. 6 innings, 7 hits, 4 earned runs, 2 walks, 6 Ks. Still has a 3.48 ERA on the season. Not too shabby whatsoever. After that, Chad came in for an inning of clean work. He has a 2.21 ERA this season. It's kind of awesome. Wandy Peralta, an inning of work. Wasn't able to get DJ Stewart out. I always want to call him DJ Peterson, and I don't know who DJ Peterson is. I feel like it just flows. But he couldn't get DJ Stewart out, first batter in the ninth inning. So then Jonathan Loaisiga came in to kind of get the save, wrap things up, because Aroldis Chapman was not available because he pitched, I believe, 4 out of the last 5 days. So the Yankees wanted to give him some rest. I guess it ended up working out in the end. But that's kind of the game recap for today. One guy, though, I do really want to talk about. Aaron Judge, bro. Like, he's the guy I'm focusing on this evening. I'm sorry if it's kind of, like, repetitive. I feel like we talk about him all the time. But I really do need to address the fact of, can we just give him some credit for how much he's kind of turned himself around over the past few days, honestly, ever since the beginning of the Rays series. I started things off in the stream tonight kind of explaining this, but it's not an easy thing to do, right? To go through such a brutal slump like Judge did and turn things around with the snap of a finger. It seemed like the Yankees gave him one off day, came in, got that pinch hit single against the Nationals, and then all of a sudden he's back to normal. He was solid against the Rays in the Rays series. Now he started off the Orioles series with 2 home runs. Shout out to him, bro. Shout out to him. But listen, let's take a look at some of the chat comments. If anybody has any questions, hit me with them. Anybody has any reactions to the game, hit me with them. We're going to be going 30 minutes as usual tonight, so we got some time. I see a lot of people talking about the new stream layout. Thank you. This is the layout that I'm going to be using for when I go solo. I really like it personally. I like how all the comments actually come on the screen, and we also have like the all the donos on top. I think it's the 3 most recent donos go up there. And then also we have, well, that's perfect. That's just absolutely perfect timing. Shout out to you, Jesus. I was going to say we have like all the donos and everything on the left side here. And when someone does donate, we have the little Brian thing come up. Let me replay that so you guys could see it. Look at Brian in all of his glory. But shout out to you, Jesus, with the $5 dono. Appreciate that, my man. Let me just move Brian up to his little corner over here again. Frazier, Gardner suck big time. We need to go get outfield depth ASAP. You know, I don't disagree. I've kind of said this. I kind of said this tonight, actually. Frazier and Gardner are competing with each other this season, not for who could be better, but for who could be worse. It's kind of at the point where it seems like they're not trying, because how could you be this bad? Like, genuinely, last year we saw Clint Frazier was one of the Yankees' best hitters, right? And kind of going into the season, I was predicting a big year out of him, and I kind of feel stupid for it now. I was predicting 35 home runs, American League All-Star, and now, like, he's just not even proving he's a major league hitter, which is weird. I don't think it's a talent thing. It's definitely a confidence thing at the plate, and hopefully he could come around by the end of May. I mean, that would be huge. But as far as Gardner goes, we knew they shouldn't have brought him back in the first place. I don't think anyone actually thought Brett Gardner was a solid hitter, right? I don't think anyone thought this when the Yankees re-signed him. He would have been cool as like a 5th outfielder, but then after you trade Talkman and now Hicks is hurt, who knows how long Hicks is going to be hurt for, Gardner's now your center fielder for the foreseeable future. It sucks. But shout out to Jesus Chavez with another $2 dono. Appreciate you, my man. You are a legend. Let's replay that just because I want to see Brian one more time. Pat for starting center fielder, I'm not opposed to it. Like, if the Yankees want to, like, call me in, I'll kind of, like, drive to the Bronx for a tryout. I'm not that far away, just a single borough away. I'll take, like, the bridge right over. So if they want to, like, try me out in center field, I'm so down. I have wheels, I have contact, and a little bit of pop. A solid arm, too. Brian Cashman, hit me up. Let's take a look at some of these other comments. Okay, Reptilian Shark, that's so not true, bro. I don't have a noodle arm. That's Brett Gardner. I would say, like, you know when Yes Network shows, like, the red light, green light, yellow light as far as, like, arm strength goes? I'm a huge red light. Guys do not want to run on me. It's a proven fact. Billy Hamilton, he was on third base one time. I was in the outfield. He refused to run on my arm. I'm just saying. Let's take a look at some of these other comments. Christopher says, call up Greg Allen. Now, I don't know how long of some of you have been watching the streams, but I was a big Greg Allen guy when they first signed him. He's a switch-hitting outfielder. He has speed. He's not that good of a hitter, but it couldn't hurt at this point, right? Especially if Florial kind of proves that maybe he's not ready for Major League competition. I think it all depends on what he does in AAA, right? Maybe you do call up Greg Allen. Possibly. Elite Assassin says, I just wish the Yankees could put Stanton in the outfield. I wish they could too, but clearly that's not happening anymore now because right now, bro, Giancarlo Stanton was tried in the outfield and then bang, all of a sudden he's injured. So I guess that's not happening. I don't know. But shout out to Jesus with another $2 dono. Appreciate you, my man. On the show 21, Young, you got a good arm. Okay, I'm going to say this. As far as like my baseball talent goes, if I think arm strength is one of the few things where you could kind of like get by in the league, like having good arm strength, but like I wouldn't be able to hit. Like do you guys like kind of understand what I mean? If I'm in the major leagues, arm strength is not something that's kind of like an outlier. It's so hard to describe what I'm trying to tell you guys. I wouldn't be able to hit in the major leagues. It's as simple as that, but I would be able to throw people out. There, that's fair enough. And I would be able to catch a baseball. Easy as that. But shout out to you, Jesus, with the $2 dono. Shout out to Alex with the $2 dono as well. Appreciate you, my man. Let Gio Urshela play tomorrow. He's a legend. Bro, the man's the definition of a legend. Like, if you ever need a clutch hit, like, who are you going to call? Gio Urshela. It's as simple as that. If my life was on the line and Brian Cashman called me, he said, look, Pat, you'll win $1 million if you pick a hitter right now to get a base hit in this clutch situation. Who's it going to be? I'm picking Gio Urshela. If it was last year, I'd probably pick DJ. But this year, I'm picking Gio Urshela. He's easily been the Yankees' most consistent hitter so far this season. And he's just, I feel like any time we need a clutch saving, he's there to save the day. Every single time. Shout out to you, Gio. I would love to have Gio on live. I would give that dude a hug. He's so huggable. Unrelated question, but are the Chick-fil-A's in New York selling the spicy chicken sandwiches? Because over here where I live, Austin, Texas, they aren't selling them anymore. I'm not too sure. I did go to Chick-fil-A like last week. However, apparently there's a Chick-fil-A sauce shortage. Did anyone else hear about the Chick-fil-A sauce shortage? Because apparently it's a thing. I don't know like why there's a shortage of sauce, but it's a thing. I don't know. Let's see. I think the main problem of this offense is that they're looking at pitches right down the middle or fouling off mistakes. Diego, I agree. The offense did not look too good tonight at all. But like we said, Gio saved the day. That's kind of all that matters. Kluber didn't have his best start, but he did keep them in the game. So shout out to Corey Kluber for that. But Joseph, I do like that. Corey Dickerson would be a solid option. I've been wanting Corey Dickerson for years, bro. Years. And he would probably be a solid option at this point. KG Baseball says, if you were in the MLB, would we have to use the DH on you instead of the pitcher? What does that mean? Would we have to use the DH on you instead of the pitcher? I don't get it. Let's see. Yeah, you guys heard about the sauce thing, right? I don't understand. Chick-fil-A sauce is just barbecue sauce and honey mustard. Is that true? Because I taste the barbecue sauce in it. Honey mustard kind of makes sense. All I know is that Chick-fil-A sauce is really good. We're so off topic here, but I think it's a topic that needs to be discussed. Just saying. Let's see. Gio and DJ are the two I trust in the clutch spot. Fair enough. If we're going to add one more guy to that, I'd probably say Glaber. Glaber has come up real clutch when it counts. Real clutch. Jamie says, Cashman did everything he could to run Gio out of town. Cashman wanted to hug his Andujar prospect. We are very lucky to have Gio. I don't think he was trying to run Gio out of town. I think they've loved Gio since day one. If anything, I think their love for Gio kind of just shows the faith that they had in him after that solid 2019 season, where he kind of just came out of the nowhere. They walked into 2020, they're like, yeah, Gio's our guy. So, yeah, I think they love Gio. I don't think they hate him. You have Corey Dickerson's autograph, Spades. All right, so what we're going to have to do, maybe you sell that autograph, and what you do is kind of take that money, and we start the GoFundMe so that we could buy the Yankees. Kind of like a whole group effort kind of thing. The first ever fan-run organization. There we go. Brandon says, I told you guys that Voigt's return is overhyped. He looks like he can't hit anymore. This is not what we're going to do. We're not going to look at Luke Voigt's first, 3 games back after injury and be like, oh, well, the dude can't hit anymore. That's a little bit of an overreaction here. Luke Voigt is going to come around. Like I said, he hasn't even played 5 games back yet, so let's give him a little bit of a shot to kind of get acclimated. It's not that serious. He's going to be fine. Trust me. In high school, you could have a fielder and then another player bat for you. That's true. JC Sanchez says, Pat, you're the man? No, Jesse, you're the man, bro. You know who else is the man? Shout out to Alex with a $2 super chat. Let's go. Appreciate you, my man. Gio, 300 average, great defense. How is he not top 5? If we're kind of going based on like ESPN or MLB Network's ratings, don't buy into the hype. Gio Urshela is a top 5 third baseman in baseball. I'm trying to think of other third basemen who would rank ahead of him. I'm thinking Arenado, Chapman, Rendon. I don't want to say Bregman. Because Bregman sucks. Yeah, I put Gio in top 5. Easy. Let's see. Johnny says, I mean, technically the Packers are an organization that is literally owned by fans, as anyone can buy stock in them. Is that true? The Packers are like a publicly run like company? I didn't know that. Maybe I should put like Unhinged on the stock market. Who would buy stock? Let me know. Jamie says, Cashman wants to send Gio down to AAA so we could start Andujar at third. Gio said, no way, put me on the team or trade me. That's why Gio's with the Yankees today. I haven't heard that, but if that's true, shout out to Gio. Jesse Sanchez says, can't wait for Odor to come back from the IL soon. Yeah, I haven't heard anything about Odor. I don't know when his IL stint ends. Let me see if I can find any information about it real quick. It should be soon because that Astro series was a while ago. Okay, so I see an article published by CBS Sports 3 hours ago that Rougned Odor may need another week. That's not an ideal situation. Because now for the next week, I mean, assuming Gio is healthy now, right? He has to be playing tomorrow. Gio's going to be at short. Andujar's probably going to be at third. And DJ's probably going to be at second. Bro, you can't put Tyler Wade in the lineup again tomorrow. You can't do it. Let's see. Troll Film says, big move in bold. Pick up recent DFA'd Todd Frazier. Please no. Like, please no. If anybody's advocating for Todd Frazier to come back to the Yankees right now, I have a bridge to sell you. Like, bro, first of all, it's never happening. Second of all, Todd Frazier is so not good. He's actually terrible. Like, I like the dude as a person, but he sucks. I'm sorry, Todd. Did anyone see, like, that beef he got into with that reporter on Twitter? If he wants to get into beef like that with me because I said he sucks, go for it. But, like, I don't know what he's kind of expecting people to say about him at this point. Let's see. Todd Frazier will go back to the Mets like he usually does. That's kind of true. He always seems to find a way back on the Mets. I don't even know where he would fit with the Yankees. I have no idea, bro. Damien says, yo, problems on the infield, problems in the outfield, and still no Derek Evan Dietrich. Can't be any worse than Frazier Gardner. Thank you, Damien. Thank you. That's exactly what I've been trying to say. It's like the Yankees have so many holes in their roster right now that Derek Dietrich could not be any worse. We're literally looking at Clint Frazier, Brett Gardner, Mike Ford, Tyler Wade, all on the Major League roster, like, performing like garbage. But Derek Dietrich still can't get a chance. Like, what are we doing, people? What are we doing? I might freak out. I might have a freak out. If I was with, like, Sean or something right now, I'd probably start screaming at him. Just because it frustrates me to what's the saying? To, like, blank and back. I don't know what the two and back is from, whatever. But, like, bro, it's so frustrating that they don't call up Dietrich. And it's because of money. It's because he's not on the 40-man roster. It's frustrating. But whatever. Hey, Pat, will Albert Pujols get signed by the Dietrich? What? What does that mean? Yankee fan for life says 2024 World Series Mariners versus Marlins. I'd be bored AF. That would, I'm not gonna lie, I'd probably be pretty bored too. That sounds like one of the World Series that I probably wouldn't watch, especially if the Yankees got eliminated like by the Mariners. But it would kind of be cool to see the Mariners at least in the postseason, right? When was the last time they were even there? I have an Aroldis Chapman rookie patch auto numbered to 25 and Manny Machado 4/5 auto and a lot more cards and bats. That's actually fire. I would say the coolest thing in my collection is my signed Aaron Judge picture. I have a signed Aaron Judge picture. It's pretty cool. That was like back in an autograph signing, like before Judge was like so popular, you know? I meant Yankees, Pat. I broke my index finger. I'm sorry to hear that. BB says, I know you love Derek, but he's not hitting in AAA 198. Okay, so I'm pretty sure Derek of MYY Recaps brought this up to me the other day too. My reasoning behind that, bro, you really think the dude is giving it his all in AAA right now? Like, you know he doesn't want to be there. It doesn't have anything to do with talent. You call him up and anything could happen. Like KG Baseball just said, I think everyone should go on their socials and say we need DD Juice in the Bronx. People might get the wrong idea, but who cares? It's kind of like a movement. It's like the DD Juice movement. Yankees haven't been the same before, you know, since they lost another DD. So you replace DD Gregorius and inject some DD, Derek Dietrich, juice into the lineup. Bang. I have the London series ball signed by multiple players and Judge on camera signing my ball. Okay, Leanna, that's actually awesome. I think Leanna might have the coolest memorabilia now. If anybody could one-up that, let me know. Jacob says, Pat, if you could own one Yankees game-worn jersey, who would you get? That's a good question. I would say, give me like Aaron Judge's jersey from like his debut. 1, because I was at that game. 2, because, bro, I want to see like how massive his jersey is. Is that weird? Is that weird to think about? Bro, I want to wear a jersey and like feel like I'm Aaron Judge and just feel like a complete dwarf compared to him. Just as simple as that. 6'7", like 300 pounds. Give me a break, bro. Kyle Johnson says, anyone else feeling 2020 deja vu with the team getting injured/sick and 1 or 2 guys carrying the offense at any given time, Judge especially putting in work? Maybe a little bit deja vu from 2020. The only difference is, 1, it's a much longer season, so they could rebound from the injuries a little bit more. 2, there's not as many injuries, right? I mean, also the injuries aren't as severe, knock on wood. So hopefully they could get over them pretty quickly. Let's see what we got. I feel like we will call up a pepperoni pizza to replace Hicks. Bro, pepperoni pizza is not that bad, but I think if we're kind of ordering a pizza, I'm going regular. I'm going regular pizza 9 times out of 10. Chat, what kind of pizza are you guys going for? Because I think last time I ordered, I don't think I've ever ordered a pepperoni pie, to be honest with you. Like, if I'm in the mood, I'll get like a pepperoni slice, but never a pie. I don't think I've ever gotten a pepperoni pie in my life. Call me crazy, I don't know. Pat, read my previous comment. Chibuzi, I will look for your comment. Who is our 4th outfielder? We only have 3 healthy outfielders, only 3. 1 more injury away from Wade in the outfield. True. I kind of talked about this before. Right now, the Yankees have Brett Gardner, Clint Frazier, Aaron Judge as their healthy outfielders, and their 4th outfielder is a combination between Miguel Andujar and Tyler Wade. That's kind of what it is right now. So it's not an ideal situation. Wow, no, it seems like everyone has a lot of different pizzas. Regular, you casual, sorry. Whoa, shout out to Alex with the $5 dono. Appreciate you, my man. You are a legend. Yo, give me some hashtag Alex is a legend in the chat. He says we didn't need Manny Machado. Gio Urshela is better. I hate to say you're right, but you're very much right. Like, you're very much right. And it's crazy because I think I could speak for all of us that offseason that we all kind of wanted Manny Machado, right? I mean, who didn't? Especially when all those rumors were circulating. I think it was New Year's Eve. We were like, oh, like, Manny's definitely coming to the Yankees. He just followed Yes Network. I think the Yankees really made the right call in not bringing him aboard, because Gio Urshela is better than Manny Machado. Like, who would have thought we would ever say this? Imagine I went back in time to like 2017, right? And I knock on your front door, ready? You're just chilling in your living room, minding your own business, probably like watching TV or something. I casually walk up to your house, like not in a weird way. Knock on your door, you open the door. I say, hi, I'm Pat from the future. Just letting you know, in 2021, Giovanni Urshela, because he went by Giovanni Urshela at that point, Giovanni Urshela is better than Manny Machado. You'd probably slam your door in my face and call me absolutely crazy, and you would probably call the cops. There you go. Jamie says, I had to quit eating pizza after I left the city. It sucks everywhere else. I heard that. I did hear that. I think Connecticut has really good pizza, though. I heard like New Haven has really good pizza. I want to try it. Maybe I'll go up there this summer. I'll give you guys like a pizza review, like Dave Portnoy style. I don't know. Shout out to Dave Portnoy though. Spade says the patch from Aroldis was the patch from the jersey he wore when he threw that 106-mile-per-hour pitch and he marked the date on the card. Okay, that's actually really cool. Ranting Baseball Friend says Urshela was given up on by 2 teams. That's true. I don't know if you guys remember, but Gio Urshela was actually with the Indians in 2017 when we beat them in the ALDS. I'm pretty sure he made a crucial error in one of the games too that kind of gave the Yankees the win. I think he made a throwing error at third base. So listen, he's been a Yankee for life basically. BB says, haha, hi, I'm Pat from the future. I have that fantasy. Nice. And there you go. The only place I had great pizza is NYC, Chicago, and London. All right, totally off topic. I really want to try like Chicago deep dish pizza. Like, I don't know if that's like too off topic, but I've always wanted to try it. I might have to go to Chicago, go to Wrigley Field, and get like a deep dish pizza. I don't know. Couldn't hurt. Yes, Herman is starting tomorrow. I believe it is Herman versus Jorge Lopez. We all know Jorge Lopez. He's been that guy we faced like 3 times so far this season. He sucks against every other team besides us. I want to see if I could pull up his game logs from this season. Because if I'm not mistaken, he really does suck against everyone else besides the New York Yankees. Let's see if we could pull up these game logs really quick. All right, so in 2 starts this year against the Yankees, he has gone... Oh, he actually hasn't been that good. Why am I thinking he was a lot better? 8 2/3, 6 earned runs. But it seems like, bro, everyone else he's kind of bad against. So I don't know. But whatever. Hopefully the Yankees can rock him tomorrow. That's kind of like the bottom line here. You own a Ryan Lavarnway AAA Yankees jersey. That's kind of cool. Okay, Jonathan, I see your comment. Go to an Uno restaurant. They have Chicago style. Okay, I've been to an Uno because there used to be an Uno kind of like near where I live, but then they closed it down. Now, I had the deep dish at Uno. I don't know if that's like authentic deep dish though. Like, you know what I mean? Because it was good, but I don't know if that's like Chicago style deep dish. You know what I mean? Kill Me just checked the best WAR of third baseman, and like the top 6 include both Bregman and Devers. I mean, I get it, but like, I can't put Bregman on any top list just because he's a bozo. Like, hashtag Bregman's a bozo in the chat. And Devers is cool, but like, I'm not a big fan of him because he's a Red Sox. But you know, I'm literally in a corner crying thinking about Miguel Andujar in the outfield. Bro, that's our 4th outfielder we're thinking about. Miguel Andujar is our 4th outfielder. Well, him / Tyler Wade. That's sad. It sucks. It's whatever. Pain. Dane Huber says Greg Allen was hurt in AAA tonight. Is that true? I know Trey Ambergy got hurt. Shout out to Trey. Hope you get better, bro. Yeah, bro. It sucks. It seems like guys are just going down left and right. I don't know if it's just the time of year, but I see Ranting Baseball Friend says sign Yoenis Cespedes or Matt Kemp. No. I'll pass on that. Bro, like, do we really think Yoenis Cespedes is what this team needs right now? He's probably the last thing that this team needs right now. He's the definition of A, lack of hustle, B, clubhouse psychoticness. Is that even a word? I don't know. I don't care. C, poor base running IQ. There you go. Considering how much they pay Gio compared to other supposed better third basemen. True. If you kind of put like Gio on the scale of like pay to performance, I would say he's like number 1. You'll pass Matt Kemp. Probably. When was the last time Matt Kemp was good? I think he was decent last year with the Rockies. But like, I don't think Matt Kemp is a solid option in the outfield anymore. He batted .239 last year with the Rockies. 200 the year before with Cincinnati. It's not happening. I'm sorry. Last thing we need is Brett Gardner. Spades, I'd have to agree with you. Brett Gardner is the last thing that the Yankees need right now. Joshua says, Harper want to be a Yankee. We now need him. Phils have financial issues. Let's make it happen. Okay, I'd love Bryce Harper. However, I'm not going to put myself in La La Land. I don't find it to be realistic whatsoever. It's not a realistic option, especially after acquiring Stanton. Just saying. Listen, shout out to BB with the $5 dono. Love that sticker. Ha ha ha. Appreciate that, my man. Genuinely appreciate the dono. I appreciate all the super chats so much. You guys are the best. We really have the best fan base on YouTube. It's like a community. The Unhinged community. Let's go. Let's see what we got. Here's the thing. Bregman is really good. Bro, Bregman is really good. I'm not denying that. But I don't like the dude as a person. So it's tough. It's really tough for me to just be like, shout out to Alex Bregman, top third baseman in baseball. Clint sucks so bad, says Nick Hartung. You don't have to rub it in. Like, I know. There's nothing I could do about it. Like, I could talk to Clint as much as I want. I could be like, yo, Clint, let's get things together. Doesn't mean he's going to do it. You know what I mean? When is Sevy coming back, says Ryan Oakes. Okay, so I believe Sevy has just started to face live pitching. So with that being said, maybe, I would say about a month or so. Yeah, so yesterday, he faced live batting for the first time since coming back from the injury. Kind of based on that, if we're kind of looking at the timetable, I say maybe he'd be like with AAA within the next like 3 weeks. Is that realistic to say? Did you see Jason facing Sevy? I did see that. Kind of fun to see. I usually don't care about like Jason Dominguez highlights this early on in the season, especially when he's not even with a minor league team yet. But it was cool to see him face Sevy. Ranting Baseball Friend says there have been rumors about Anthony Rizzo and Wilson Contreras in the Yankees. Why? That's kind of just my main question. Where does Anthony Rizzo fit with the Yankees? I mean, like, don't get me wrong. I love Anthony Rizzo. But it's like, I just don't I don't understand where he would fit with this Yankees team. Especially with Luke Voit back, too. If we're talking, like, this was, like, April and they were having these talks, maybe. But I also don't see how Contreras would fit with this team either. Unless you're trading Gary, I don't know. Put him in left? Yeah, maybe, Spades. That's probably, like, the only realistic option at this point. Chibuzi says Bregman looks like a Walmart Adam Sandler. That's too accurate. It's kind of scarily accurate. Scarily? Is that a word? Scarily accurate? I don't know. I just made it up. It's a word now. That's like a Futai type comment. Shout out to Futai. Yankee Fan for Life says, would you want to have Stanton's body build but have your baseball skills, or have Stan's baseball skills but keep your body build? Bro, that might be the easiest answer of all time. Ready? I am taking Stanton's baseball skills with my body. Easily. If anybody's not taking Stanton's baseball skills in their own body, they're crazy. If you have Stanton's body, but like a bozo's baseball skills like mine, what are you going to get out of that? Okay, like you have a great body, sure. But like, bro, you can't hit to save your life, because I wouldn't be able to hit Major League pitching. We know that. So I'm taking my body, Stanton's baseball skills, easy. THG says, honestly, those Rizzo rumors are probably from a BS MLB rumor mill type account. Yeah, I doubt they're legit at all. I was hoping that since Hicks is hurt, they would start to play Stan in the outfield, but then what do you know, he gets hurt. I had the same exact hope. That maybe the Hicks injury would cause Stan to kind of play the outfield a little bit. Clearly that's not the case anymore, though. I'm just saying. Derek, you look like Bo Guy. Whatever his name is. Huh? Are you saying I look like a Bo Bichette? Are you saying I look like Bo Bichette? Because I've gotten that before. I've gotten just about a little bit of everything, honestly. I've gotten Benintendi, Walmart Cole, Walmart Bichette. I've gotten it all. Let's see. Joseph says, you think a big trade happens in the deadline from any team? That's a good question. I think if someone does get traded, I think it'll be Scherzer. And I think he's going to be coming to the Yankees. Is that just me being too optimistic? I don't know. Ooh, Joseph, that's a really good idea. You should stream the trade deadline day when that happens. You know, maybe I will. How about this, chat? What if we do like a stream? I mean, we're looking deep into the future at this point. But I'll stream on trade deadline day from like, I think the deadline is at 3 p.m. So I'll do like a 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. stream. Solid. Kind of like a watch party, but like not really a watch party. You know what I mean? Jamie says, I would not be a bit surprised if Frazier is not in the dugout tomorrow. What he did today was, well, there are no words for it. Bro, what? No, he has to be in the dugout tomorrow. You know what I mean? Like, What do you mean, bro? Like, they don't have a better outfield option. Is it me or that clip of Cole striking out that Oriole guy? That guy looked like Bichette. I'm not too sure what you're talking about. We got Derek's other account, Streamski, in the chat. Shout out to you, Derek. Derek is the man. Even though Derek commented on my video before, didn't like my shirt. Okay, Derek, don't hate, appreciate. Like, it's as simple as that. I'm sorry you can't rock a bright yellow shirt with a butterfly on it, Derek. Come at me. Let's see. Your camera just sent out? What does that mean? What does that mean? Let's see. Jamie says, could be in the Scranton dugout. That's no. No, bro, I understand the frustration with Clint Frazier right now, right? I get it. But you can't send him down now, especially with Aaron Hicks out, right? I discussed this previously before the Hicks injury. I wouldn't have been completely opposed to sending Clint down for maybe like 2 weeks to get himself kind of readjusted at the AAA level, work on stuff. But now that Hicks is gone, you can't do that. You don't have another left fielder. Brett Gardner is now your everyday center fielder. You can't take Clint out of the dugout, bro. Like, chill. Let's see. Never mind, it was my phone. Yeah, take that, Derek. Take that. What you gonna do? Ranting Baseball Friend says, send down Gary, call up Chirinos. I mean, I know Gary had a rough night tonight, but it's like I'm not going to send him down for it. Chirinos, I really like Chirinos, though. I will say this. I don't know how many times I mentioned this on stream. I don't think often. But I really like Robinson Chirinos. I saw an interview. It was actually a post-game press conference from one of his AAA games. I think it was last night, actually. He just seems like such a cool, like, laid-back dude. I really like him. Yankee Fan for Life says, not going to lie, I thought you had the Brewers logo on your hat, then I realized I wasn't wearing my glasses. No, yeah, it's an Unhinged logo. Where do you think Trevor Story would fit in? I am having a hard time thinking of a team that he fits in more with than the Rockies. What contending team could use a really good shortstop? I can't think of one. I don't know. Chat, if anybody could think of where Trevor Story could possibly go in a trade, let me know. Chibuzi says, oh, it's a 2-part message. I like it. Give me the baseball skills. I'll be a major leaguer making $300 million. Play the outfield and will be an MVP candidate because I won't be as injury prone. Fair. Derek says, I didn't say I didn't like your shirt. I just asked if they make it for men. Okay, Derek. Nick says, can Dietrich play the outfield? Why don't we call him up? Nick, you're preaching to the choir, bro. You're literally preaching to the choir. I don't think that you guys understand how much I love Derek Dietrich, okay? I've kind of been advocating for him to come up all season. I don't know what the scenario is at this point. It seems like a lot of people like are kind of hopping on the Derek Dietrich bandwagon here. And I don't want to say I'm starting the movement, but I've started the movement. It's happening. Let's see. I think sometime in the summer, we will see Derek Dietrich in the Bronx. I'm not going to guarantee it to anybody because I don't like making guarantees that I can't promise. But I'm like 90% sure. 90% sure. You're my boy, Pat. Yep, Derek, I get it, Derek. I love you, Derek. Let's see. Chibuzi says, 2 out of 2. Also, I would be a freak of nature since I would be 5'5", 150-pound guy who can hit an exit velo of 120. Bro, could you imagine that? Damn. Not so fun family vision. I just realized I called you Derek. I mean Pat. Yeah, no, you called me Derek. I get me and Derek look identical, right? Like, there's no two people in the world that look more similar than me and Derek. So I could definitely understand how you get that mixed up. You know what I mean? Oh, I'm the worst. Ulysses says, could we trade for a dude like Mullins? Probably not. A dude like Mullins, maybe. But not Mullins himself. No, definitely not Mullins himself. He's going to be an Oriole for a while. They really like him. And it's kind of crazy how much he's turned himself around in the past couple of years. I don't know if you guys remember, but he was terrible a couple of years ago. I think he didn't even bat over 100. It was god awful. Let's see. To be fair, Pat's already a twin. Okay, bro. What are we doing, Ulysses? Yo, Johnny, if you're in the chat, time him out, bro. Leanna says, I am hoping Hicks has the same injury Tex had in 09, and he only needs a shot and a few weeks off. Sure, I saw like a few things that, a few varying reports regarding like how long the injury is going to take. It could just be a few weeks, but then it could also be a few months as well, if he needs surgery. So I think we just have to kind of hope for the best with Hicks, because I did see that Tex did have that injury a couple years ago. And he did only miss a handful of games from it. So, listen, if Hicks only has to miss a few games, that would be an ideal situation. But I guess we'll see. Brewers definitely make sense for Story. Oakland could definitely benefit from ditching Andrews for him, too. Though the money is likely too much for them. Maybe? I don't know. But listen, shout out to Amy with the $2 dono. Appreciate you, Amy. Pat, would you trade for Scott Schebler? I haven't really heard that name in a couple years, to be completely honest with you. Let me see if I can look up his stats really quickly, because I remember him on the Reds. Okay, no. I'm definitely not trading for Scott Schebler. He's batting 148 this season in 11 games. Last year, he only played one game. 2019, in 30 games with the Reds, he batted 123. He hasn't been good since 2018, so I'm going to say no. But Scott Schebler used to be solid. Keep up the great work, Pat. Your solo streams are better solo. Is that true? You guys like the solo streams? I mean, I don't know. I think the solo streams are going to be something that I'm probably going to be doing maybe like once or twice a week if you guys actually like them. But, yeah, we're definitely going to keep mixing the guys into the streams as well. Let's see. Pat, does Florial or Dietrich get called up if Hicks goes to the IL? You guys know I want to say Dietrich, but I don't think that's the case. I think if Hicks has to go on the IL, Florial would probably be the next one up. But then again, they just called him up to AAA. So it's like, I don't see them calling him up too quick. I don't know. Let's see. Where was the comment I just wanted to say? Bro. Oh, I think with Hicks, it depends on the severity of the tear, and MRI will tell the story. Do we know if he got the MRI yet? Because the MRI would kind of change everything at this point. Hold up. There we go. Let's see. Pat, you have good guest host, but solo, you're great. Thank you so much, Jamie. I like the solo streams because you answer all of our questions mostly. Appreciate that. I try to. It kind of makes it easier just because, bro, like, when I'm solo, it makes it easy to just kind of, like, read the chat, kind of interact with you guys, you know? I feel like the Yankees will do nothing on the deadline. I hope I'm wrong. Listen, if we're kind of going based on history, yes. I mean, you're right. Yes, in the fact that they're not going to do anything. Only because, listen, we go back the past 2 years. 2019, they watched Zach Greinke go to the Astros. They did nothing in response. Last year, they did nothing at the trade deadline as well. So if we're looking at the past, they're probably not going to do anything this year. However, maybe they get Scherzer this year. Maybe that's just like my false optimism. I don't know. But I would love for them to go get Max Scherzer. If you want to get an outfielder in that too, you add Kyle Schwarber to the deal. I don't know what the Yankees would have to add in order for that to happen, but I'd love to see it. Hey, Pat, what you think of the Athletics thinking of relocation? I don't really have too much thoughts about it, to be completely honest with you. If they relocate to like the Northeast somewhere, that would be cool. But I don't know how. I think they would probably have to stay on the West Coast, only so they could stay in the AL West. I can't see them going to like Delaware and then having them play in the West still, or then they wouldn't be able to come to the East because then we'd have way too many teams. So I don't know. Leo says, I like when Dan comes on, but I like the solo streams. Yo, shout out to Dan. If you guys don't already, go subscribe to Yanks Av. He's the man. He's got like 40K subs now. Shout out to him. Dan is a goat. John Means was exposed for cheating. Ranting Baseball friends, what are you talking about? Dario Rivero says, listening from Cuba, do you do the show after each game? Yes, Dario. We go live before and after every single Yankees game this season. I say it before and after every stream. So yeah, I appreciate you, bro. From Cuba, that's awesome. Sometimes we do watch parties too. I'll hop on here and we'll kind of just watch the game and chat. KK KG Baseball says, I think this year may be different because of a guy named Max Scherzer. I think what we have to do as Yankee fans right now, let's just sit in a circle, right? Hold hands and pray that the Nationals do not get hot. Because if the Nationals get hot and they start to find hope that they're going to make the playoffs this season, we're screwed. Like, we're actually screwed because then they're not going to be trading Scherzer. They're going to think, oh, like, we're going to go for another run with this team. Scherzer's going to be a part of it. No. We need the Nationals to lose under every single circumstance possible. I'd like to see them lose every single game until the All-Star break. Make it happen. Whoever the Nats are playing, cook them, bro. Cook them. I'm getting a little bit too heated. It's too late for this. But yeah, just like Jamie said, I'm pulling for the Nats to lose every game they play. Easy. Like Nicholas said, root for the Mets and Phillies to keep winning. Let's go. Let's go Mets and let's go Phillies. Means isn't cheating. He's touching a patch because his father died. That sucks. Feel bad for Means. What do you think Clint Frazier's trade value is right now? Slim to none. It's definitely not what it was last year. I can guarantee you that. It sucks because last year Clint was on top of the world, right? It's tough because now you can't trade Clint because his value is kind of at an all-time low. Kind of like Gary. Gary after last season, when everyone was like, trade Gary, trade Gary, trade Gary. You couldn't trade Gary after last season because his value was at his all-time lowest. He was coming off a putrid season. So, yeah, I don't think Frazier has much value right now. The Nats are blowing out the Diamondbacks right now. They're winning 8-0. Well, that's not an ideal situation, but like Leanna said, they are 14-19. So even when they win tonight, they're only 15-19. Hopefully they're like below 500 come the trade deadline. We'll see. Well, that went from questionable to morbid. Yeah, true. Kevin Gausman from the Giants is like an ace now. He had 12 strikeouts tonight. If he became a free agent last year, we could get him. Imagine that. And I was kind of on the Kevin Gausman bandwagon in the offseason when he was a free agent. I wanted the Yankees to sign him. But maybe they could trade for him at the deadline because I don't think the Giants are going to be in any playoff hunt this year. So maybe they find a way to deal Gausman. I don't know. Could be a solid pickup. I would still like Scherzer over him, obviously. But Gausman wouldn't be too bad of a pickup. Let's see. Can you say... All right, I don't think that's anything bad in Spanish, so I'm going to say it. Hola, mi nombre es Patricio y soy fan de los Yankees. Hey, look at that. Look at that. Shout out to me speaking Spanish. I'm sorry, but we don't deserve Dietrich. True. I would say the Yankees don't deserve Derek Dietrich. They're just not fun enough for him. But then again, like, you call him up and he kind of changes the culture in the clubhouse. Like we always say, what do we say, chat? Say it with me. 3, 2, 1. Inject that Dietrich juice. Let's go. But with that being said, that is going to wrap things up for tonight's postgame. I really do appreciate everyone for stopping by. We did a solo postgame stream tonight. Went a little bit longer than usual. I hope you guys enjoyed it. But I will be live tomorrow for the Yankees pregame. It's a rare Saturday night game, so there's that. So I will be live for the pregame at 6 o'clock, 6 p.m. Eastern time. Hope everyone has an awesome night. Yankees pulled out a great victory tonight. Shout out to Gio Urshela. But like I said, I will be live for the pregame tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern time. Hope you guys tune in. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications for more. Like I always say, we're going live before and after every single Yankees game this season. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe. Good night. Peace.